and, and director of the Padma Sheshadri group of schools. Ma'am, always a privilege to have you on our show because it adds so much credibility to our discussions and our debates. Are you embarrassed by this survey, ma'am? Or are you surprised, or I told you so sort of stance? Because 73 schools were surveyed and these are the findings. 43% of our school children are just not interested in any outdoor sport. These are the games teenagers don't play, ma'am.
Most of them are becoming couch potatoes, and they are watching TV or playing on the internet. They have no time
to
for
watch
this.
NDTV, that's fine. Yeah, but
watch NDTV, yes, provided you are punctual and you are on time. That's one thing you have to learn.
But are you embarrassed by this survey, ma'am? What do you think schools need to do? Because we've been discussing here that there are several schools which don't have playgrounds. There are schools which don't have PT periods. If they have PT periods once a week, they sort of grudgingly have that on the timetable once a week, and that too PT masters don't turn up. They don't have trained staff. That PT period is used for maths and science special classes. What do you think schools need to do, ma'am, now that the survey is out?
I think we should have this structured program of sports, and thanks to the CCE program in the CBSE examination syllabus, that is continuous comprehensive evaluation, sports is one highlight of the scoring for that. And if you can score very well in your sports or yoga or your other activities, those marks those grades are added to the grades you get in your academics. And so if you have done badly in mathematics, if you have done very well in cricket, I think you will get a A+ in cricket and a B+ in maths, and on record it shall be recorded as A for mathematics by adding A+ and B+. This is the latest that Mr. Sibal has introduced in the CBSE, and I am very happy about that, because I think due credit should be given to their brilliance in sports as much as their brilliance in academics.
Yeah, that's an ideal situation. Ayla, do you agree with that?
Definitely, it's very most welcome idea that Mr. Sibal seemed to have introduced, and it's very nice. I wish state government also would do that.
State government has come out with that.
Yes.
What about you?
Yeah, I think I would agree with what they have come out with. It's very innovative to inculcate both sport and academics and take them as an equal thing, and take the average of both of them. I think that would really excel.
But again, marks for sports. We in NDTV have that campaign. Do you think schools really would be mature enough to do that?
It's very sad that somebody has to tell people that there is something like sports over there existing, a TV to come and tell them, yes please, we have to promote this. When as you said, even when I was in my school, we used to have evening games and things like that.
Yeah, Mrs. YGP, yes ma'am.
Yes, may I add
please,
to this?
Please.
Our state government, our Chief Minister Jayalalitha is converting the entire evaluation pattern from 2012 to the CCE pattern and grades instead of marks, just like the CBSE. And I think that's going to make a vast difference, especially in rural schools where children excel in all co-curricular activities, though they may not be very good in their academics. And it shall certainly help them to build up their self-confidence and self-esteem. Their self-esteem goes so low because they are judged only by the academics. Now if they are going to be judged by their co-curricular activities, especially sports, and to which EduSports is really helping us a lot, I think it's a great step forward, a giant step forward to elevate the confidence in the children, and they begin to believe that they can do anything they want to do.
Okay, let's also let's get a ground report also. Natasha Duraiswamy, Natasha, you've been going around various schools. Tell us what really is the ground reality. How many schools really pay the most minimum attention to games, to sports and games? Because we've been talking here about a PT period. The PT period seems to be slowly and steadily vanishing from our curriculum, from the timetable.
Well, Sanjay, I've been to many schools, visiting them, of course, trying to get feedback from them as to whether they have physical activities really inculcated into the lives of these children that they have in their schools. And what we find is that many schools really, because of the pressure from the parents to completely push their students into what you call complete education only. That's the standard that most of the schools follow. Now, when you look at that kind of a situation, what do the students, really have to look forward to in their lives? They go to school, live a lethargic life, come back, they study, come back and go home. Some of them who have television sets at home sit in front of the TV. The parents allow them to, the treat time when they have to watch television, their favorite programs, etc. Play on their video games. Now, in this day and age, everything is about the internet. So that's pretty much all they do. Now, when you look at what the solution is that you can involve children in physical activities in the school. You don't have to necessarily force them into a particular sport or ask them to take up a particular sport. Some people aren't inclined towards naturally learning a sport. Now, on the other hand, if you have certain things like running, jumping, hopping, what we used to do like hopscotch in the old days, that's something that you can actually train children to get used to. Hand-to-eye coordination, it helps them in their everyday lives and thereafter as well. Now, one more thing which I would like to highlight is the fact that why not encourage children who are very good in sports and to mark them for it as well. Like, for example, if a child is to get say an A+ in sports and a C+ in their academics, why not club the two and then give them a B+, which of course will encourage them to go forward in their educational studies. So this is something that you can definitely do to encourage sportsmen and women who aren't very good in academics, instead of just letting them fail or just the pass mark, which would be a 40%, to push them through into the next class. Now that's something that we really have to look into in the educational sector.
Yeah, that's an interesting point, but of course Mrs. YG Parthasarathy also made that point just a short while ago. Ma'am, again, Natasha is also sort of seconding what you had suggested, that good old days we used to have combination pass. Mathematics 1, mathematics 2, if you get 70 on both put together, then you pass, you get a combination pass. Do you think it's possible to work out a similar combination pass with sports and academics, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, there is a combination pass. It has been passed by the CBSE, and the CBSE is doing exactly that. It's adding any co-curricular marks that you get in sports or other activities to your academic marks where you're low, and they try to raise the level of the academics so that the child does not feel depressed, and it also manages to get a high percentage for passing because of the extra sports that the child has done. And I think EduSports is very helpful there because it's a structured program and children from all ages are able to participate and score well, and they are being evaluated on the same pattern as the CBSE by the EduSports themselves. They give a certificate at the end of the training in which they say how the child excels in certain areas in sports, and that is taken as grades, given in grades, and that can be added to the grades that they get in their academics. This is already established from last year onwards. This has been carried out by the CBSE, and very soon the Tamil Nadu government is adopting the same system by 2012 June. So I think it's a very good step forward and it's a great idea.
All right, Ahila, again, I know as parents, people are fleeced. You have to pay infrastructure funds and fees. Nothing really happens, no real infrastructure. Also, if you look at any sports day, it's just a handful of students who get all the medals, be it athletics, be it that 100-meter dash or 200 meters or a relay race. And most of the students who participate are part of, let's say, the march past or some sort of mass drill. But really, when it comes to focused, attention on sports, it's very little. It's hardly anything. It's negligible.
Yeah, we pay hefty fees, etc. But in the name of sports, again pay some more money and get one costume, which again you'll have to be looking for your child where he or she is. And so, it's only just a eye wash, I would say. So schools don't really concentrate. No.
Okay. Also, you have rifle shooting, maybe some martial arts in some places, or yoga and all that. But again, you find how many students really enroll. Are they encouraged to enroll? Because today, at the end of the day, if you don't get your centum in mathematics, you're called a dunce. If you don't really get to, and it's all about decimal points today. It's such a big, bad, competitive world that decimal points matter. If you don't get this point some percent, then you don't really get into a college of your choice. The system is such that even if there are well-meaning people like Mr. Murli or like Mrs. YGP, it's difficult to break, to change mindsets. and to change the system of admissions in colleges.
I would completely second that because I totally agree with you. I do feel that schools are not giving the needed importance to these kind of sports. At best, it is tokenism or namesake. These schools that provide you with co-curricular or provide you with PT periods is just to show to the government that yeah, we do that. You know that we do this.
Is that the case, sir? Is this just tokenism, as he says? Is it just a formality that you're fulfilling?
I would rather say that he himself said that I love to go to school because I love playing sports.
Yeah,
there.
he's talking about his school, yeah.
He's contradicting.
Okay. Contradicting herself
He's
then.
contradicting.
Sir, I'm talking about schools in general, sir. Now you would say, sir, 2 hours of sports in a week as
Yeah.
compared to Mr. Sanjay Pinto's time, which was 40 minutes or one period of sports a week.
Yeah.
Well, in that period, we didn't have a PlayStation 3, we didn't have a Wii, we didn't have a mass Facebook or
We
internet.
didn't have Facebook at all. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Mrs.
and now we
YGP,
have
yeah,
Facebook, PS3, Wii, and movies and whatnot.
See,
people are much more enthusiastic to go on Facebook than to go on the football pitch. People are much more
but
enthusiastic.
whose problem is that? Is that the school's problem or is it your problem individually?
Well, the school needs to push us. If the school can push us into studying, if the school can push us into going into studying streaks for 7-8 hours, pulling all-nighters by drinking coffee and just taking your books, why can't they push us into sports in the same way?
All right, Mrs. YGP, ma'am, this is a youngster here in our studio who says, why can't if you...
I heard him.
Yeah, the youngster in our
heard him.
studio says that if you can push
I-
students to scale new heights in academics, why can't you do the same when it comes to sports, ma'am?
Yes, they are doing exactly that by adding, giving credits and giving grades to sports achievements and whatever your grade is, and that is added to the academics, and only the total is presented for the subject.
How many
This
schools
is
do
not
that, ma'am, in Chennai?
separated. They have already done it in CBSE schools all over India, and Chennai is going to start in 2012. They are starting June 2012.
What about the non-CBSE schools, ma'am? What about the matriculation schools, the other boards?
They are coming in 2012
All right.
June,
Okay.
thanks to our Chief Minister who has decided that.
Okay,
I've said it again and again.
okay.
I think it's a high time this is carried out all over India, and children are given credits for what they achieve in other fields, not only sports but other co-curricular activities too. And it has been done. It's a miracle, I would say, that it has been carried out by the CBSE successfully last year, and they are continuing to do that now. And next year the state board will also adopt it for matriculation and all other classes, and children are going to be very, very happy. There will be no more suicides, no more attempts at jumping off the parapet wall and things like that. Children will be happy to jump over walls to gain marks instead of trying to kill themselves. I think the sports being given so much importance by the CBSE and by the state board from Tamil Nadu from 2012 is going to make a vast difference. It will completely change the parents' attitude. If parents know that they are going to get marks for achieving in sports, they will then encourage the children to do that also. To them, only marks matter. And if marks from sports is going to be added to academics and is going to improve their performance, then it will definitely be a great achievement. And to tell you that the CBSE has also decided only to add the marks unless it's going to improve the academic marks. See, if it's 70 in mathematics and it's 90 in cricket, it will be 80 for them on the whole, and the child will benefit by that, and parents will welcome that. They will not discourage children from taking part in sports. Am I right?
Absolutely, and one really wishes, I think the youngster in the studio is almost itching to say that to see you as Education Minister or Sports Minister of Tamil Nadu one day. Thank you very much, ma'am.
No,
Always
no,
a pleasure to
like
have
that,
you on our
please.
shows. We're completely running out of time. If we can have final comments from Ahila, from Soham and Mr. Murli.
Well, as a parent, I would love my child to do well in sports, and I hope, like Mrs. YGP said, that they would add marks to the academic, so it will improve and give them a chance to come up in life.
All right, and more participation in sports days
Yes.
apart from the March Past and March Drill.
Yes, definitely.
Soham?
Well, now that students are going to get an opportunity to increase their marks or their average by sports, I think a lot of them would take a positive a positive outlook into sports, and that would definitely decrease the percentage of the survey that we saw right now. So I think that's all in all, it's good.
Mr. Murli?
Yeah, as Mrs. YGP said that it's all out, and then the CC is there in place in CBSE schools, and then the Tamil Nadu government is also coming out with the same kind of system that's being introduced in the matriculation schools. I would suggest the schools should also take it up as a structured curriculum based coaching programs for the sports, so that more and more input can be given to the sports, and that can add weightage to the children who love to be on the sports as well as in the academics, so that they
Will you be able to do all that with 2 hours a week?
Certainly, they can do it 2 hours a week. I just told you the words of structured class programs. It's not for the whole school.
And also make sure that your canteens don't serve oily samosas and only colas.
Of course.
All right. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, Mr. Murli Sohar, Mahila, Natasha, who broke that story, and Mrs. YG Parthasarathy for this very meaningful discussion. Hopefully, we'll one day be able to say full marks to sports. Do stay tuned. There's more coming up.